Hello everybody and welcome to Walt Disney Animation Studios. Today we're going to learn a little bit about Walt Disney, the man behind the studios and the man behind the theme parks that we all love today. So, what I want you to take away from this lesson is that you can do anything you want to. You just have to set your mind to it. You may have to work hard, but you can do it. So what I want everybody to do is stand up. Does anybody know what Walt Disney's original cartoon was? That's right, it was Steamboat Willie. So we're going to have a little fun today. I want everybody to put their hands up like they're grabbing a boat steering wheel, stick out their bottom, and we're going to dance just like Mickey did. Are you ready? Wasn't that fun? So, do you think that you would become famous by filming a YouTube video and doing that? Probably not. But Walt did become famous with his cartoon. Let's figure out how he got to that point. So Walt wasn't immediately successful. It wasn't like he came out of the box and created Mickey Mouse. The first thing that Walt did was create a company when he was 19 in 1920. And he created this company but didn't have enough money to finance it. So he ended up having to dissolve the company and he had to go work for another company, another film company. He decided that they weren't doing animation the way he thought it should be done. They were doing it the long way around. So he borrowed one of their cameras and decided to start creating himself. So he opened another company and created small films called Laugh-O-Grams, which are cartoons without sound that are short and make you laugh. Now this was fairly successful, but due to bad financial situations and money management, the company ended up going bankrupt. So Walt decided to move to Hollywood, where movies were actually made, and he started another company. His company got contracted out to create Oswald the Lucky Rabbit cartoon. Has anybody ever heard of this? Anybody ever played Magic Mickey? Yeah, so Oswald is mad in that game because Mickey took his spot. Well, Oswald was extremely successful. So Walt went up to New York to ask the producers for more money for his cartoon. Well, the Universal producers wanted to actually reduce Walt Disney's amount of money that he was getting. Now, Walt didn't own Oswald. He was a trademark of Universal, and most of his animators were contractors for the Universal Studios. But he wouldn't take less money. So, his company was disbanded. He lost all of his animators and ended up losing Oswald. Well, he wasn't going to give up. He may have had 3 businesses fail, but he was going to keep trying. It took him 3 years, but he finally created our lovable Mickey Mouse. Now, when he created Mickey Mouse, he actually created 2 cartoons prior to creating Steamboat Willie. These 2 cartoons were actually soundless cartoons. There was no sound. Well, nobody was picking them up. Nobody would distribute them. So he decided to make the first cartoon that had sound. Now this cartoon, what do you think it is? You guessed it, it's Steamboat Willie. Steamboat Willie was the first cartoon that had sound and was majorly successful. The distributors kept turning out what Walt was making. Now, because of this one mouse, we have cartoons now such as Cinderella and Aladdin. We also have Pocahontas. And then we have more original characters such as Chip and Dale. Now, without Walt continually trying and continually failing, he would not have been able to create something as amazing as Mickey Mouse. Now I want you to take a moment and I want you to look at yourself. I want you to think of a dream that you have, that's something that you want to do but you didn't think you could. I want you to write it down on a piece of paper, and I want you to remember it and always know that you can do it. It may take a lot of work, but you can do it. And remember, the Walt Disney Company, it all started with a mouse. Have a magical day!